Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for listening to that talk. So, here I'm speaking on behalf of Nuclear Transparency Watch and EEB, European Environmental Bureau, and that speech was prepared also with Luke Haywood from EEB. And we are here to make some statements regarding needs for transparency linked to new nuclear finance. So, first, who are we? Nuclear Transparency Watch is promoting environmental democracy in the spirit of Aarhus Convention on the European level. We have more than 60 members, experts or organizations across Europe. We have our main office in Paris, and we are quite specialized across all topics on nuclear. And EEB, European Environmental Bureau, is the Europe's largest network of environmental citizen organizations, and they have a specific climate and energy team led by Luke Haywood, and they focus on the fastest path to decarbonized. And both of us, we really wanted to highlight and to present to you tonight our requests regarding what is happening currently linked to new nuclear power plants. And so the situation is that we are hearing a lot about new NPPs, nuclear power plants, and we're wondering, is it a good tool to decarbonize economy, or might it be an expensive distraction from renewables, and how to answer to that question? And just to give some examples regarding the amounts at stake, for the French 6 new EPR2 reactors, it's the invoice is supposed to be between 65 and 100 billions in the next to be spent in the next 15 years. And we can see also that the costs linked to nuclear technology has been quite rising across the past decades, and especially compared to other technologies. So financial transparency is essential on that matter, and it's not always existing. And we know that most of this capital is not coming from private, and so most of it is just supported by public capital, and there are different public finance instruments that have been put forward as de-risking tool, such as contract for difference and public loans. And the thing is that, and the challenge for civil society, that those financial instruments require careful analysis, especially at the fact that the total cost of those instruments is often not transparent, not only at state level, but also European level. And so our shared objective is first to just understand public finance implications of nuclear finance instrument across Europe, and to disseminate that understanding and that knowledge gathered to civil society, to policymakers, to the general public. And our strategy is to create a European civil society expert network on nuclear finance. And we want to communicate our findings via workshops, reports, policy briefs, and responses to public consultations, building capacity to European different parliament, councils, and commission. And so regarding those capacity building networks, it should be based on existing contacts, experts with detailed knowledge of reactor designs. We have that in NTW, in most of EU member states. Economic and financial experts with energy modeling knowledge and policy expertise and intelligence gathering on EU policy. EEB is really good at that also. And we want all together to analyze the key public finance impact of instruments for those new NPPs, such as CFDs, public-private joint ventures, transfer of liability related to nuclear waste management, and all other kinds of legal de-risking tools. And so we want to, as counter-expertise coming from citizens, engage in policy discussions at EU institutions, linked to the next steps, clean industrial deal, the possible revision of European climate law, and also talking with the different institutions such as the European Investment Bank and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. And our vision is that civil society can respond to proposed nuclear finance instruments. There have been already some short reports coming from civil society. It's only a beginning, but we really need to widen that counter expertise and that capacity. And we want an enlightened debate about costs of different types of electricity generation, and we want that debate to become possible. Thank you very much, and don't hesitate. Thank you.